Once again, co-Israel, this is Pethuel Ben Yaakov, and this is also Israelite Relit Ministry, and this is our Teachable Moment segment.
Israelites Relit Ministry.
Hello once again, co-Israel. My name is Pethuel Ben Yaakov, and you are viewing Israelite Relit Ministry. This is our Teachable Moment segment. We say, may the Berakah, the blessings of Yah, rest upon you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace or give you shalom. We are back at you once again with another video teaching as we continue in our series called Lit, as we are describing the aura of the light of Yah. Before we go on into the message any further, I do want to invite those of you who are first-time listeners, subscribe to our YouTube page if you're viewing this on YouTube or on YouTube Live. Also on Facebook Live, follow us on Facebook and send me a Facebook request. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications as well. All right. And also, I do want to make sure that I put this forth for those of you who are in the St. Louis area, in the surrounding areas, whether it be Illinois, Blytheville, Arkansas, Cape Girardeau, Missouri, in that area, anywhere in Missouri. I want you to reach out to me if you're viewing these videos and they are blessing your ruach, you're getting understanding and knowledge, and you might want to consider plugging into a Bible study group or something like that. I want you to reach out to me if you're interested in doing something of that nature, especially if you're new to the truth, that nature. There's some things that the Most High has put in my heart that we're going to begin to move forth in. And if you want to be a part of those things, please reach out to me. You can email me at relit.mo@gmail.com. That is my email address, relit.mo@gmail.com, relit.mo@gmail.com. Reach out to me there, right? With that being said, we want to get into the teaching at this particular time. I want to talk about the city that sits on a hill, the city that sits on a hill. And what we have to understand is that many times in Yeshua's teaching, he always used parables and metaphors and things of that nature to give us a visual on how we should be and conduct ourselves in our lives. Now, this city that sits on a hill, I want you to understand that I believe that this city metaphorically represents the New Jerusalem that we find in Revelations chapter, I believe it's Revelation chapter 20, verse 21, I believe, where it talks about the New Jerusalem coming down out of heaven after Yeshua has subdued the nations, and he's ruling on the earth, and he has made an end of Hasatan, wickedness, sin, and evil forever, that the righteous establishment of Yah's kingdom shall be implemented on the face of the earth. And it talks about the city, the New Jerusalem, all right? Now, in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14, Yeshua is speaking to the crowd. He's teaching them. And he says this here. Let's start here in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. It says, ye are the light of the world. Messiah says that you are the light of the world, a city. He said you are like a city, or you should be like a city that is set on a hill, cannot be hidden. All right? He says that you should be like a city that sits on a hill that cannot be hidden. So our light should shine forth so bright that we be likened to a city that sits on a hill, whose light or who cannot be hidden as a byproduct of the light that's emanating from that city. Well, that's one thing I want you to take out of this particular verse, and we're going to continue to read down. But one thing I want you to understand, my brothers and sisters, that light can never be hidden. You cannot hide light. Light is too powerful, it is too bright, it brags forth, it shines forth so greatly that it cannot be hidden, my brothers and sisters. No matter how small the flame might be or how large the flame might be, light can never be hidden. Light is meant to expose. It is meant to reveal. It is meant to open up. So when you have the light of Yah dwelling in you, your life will not be hidden. People will be able to see the light that you are bearing forth and carrying. They will be able to see your life being opened up. And the light of Yah will also open up your understanding. It will open you up. It will open up your mind. It will give you understanding and knowledge of Yah's word. Why? Because you're walking in the light. Your life will be a living epistle that is read of men. All right? Your light you cannot hide it, my brothers and sisters. So let your light shine forth. Don't be afraid or intimidated by the power or by the light that is within you. Why? Because it's not your light that you carry. It is the light of Yah that he has placed in you through your obedience to his word, through your belief in Yeshua, the Messiah. So we should be likened unto that New Jerusalem, or that city that is coming down out of Yah, out of heaven. All right. And there's something very powerful in particular about New Jerusalem that shall be implement upon the face of the earth, that we should be a replica, metaphorically, of as we live our life, my brothers and sisters. We should represent that New Jerusalem that shall come down out of heaven in the last days. Now look at this in Matthew chapter 5, verse 15. He said, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel. He said, a man does not light a candle for the intent to cover it up or to put it under a bushel. All right. He says, but he puts it on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. So when a man lights a candle, he puts it on a candlestick or on a lampstand, that it might give light to all of those in the house, my brothers and sisters. As I stated previously, light cannot be hidden. It can only be observed. It is meant to be seen. It is meant to be put out there so that those who enter into your house or enter into your life, or those who are close to you, that it might give them light. And see, when you are walking in the light of Yah, when you are that city that sits upon the hill, when you are a representation of New Jerusalem, then those who enter into your proximity, those who enter into your home, those who are a part of your life, they will see the light of Yah, and they will become lightened by that light that is within you. Why? Because light cannot be hidden. Light is meant to reprove, correct, to expose, to bring to understanding, to bring to the knowledge of an individual, my brothers and sisters. Look what he says in verse 16. He said, let your light so shine. Let your light shine, my brothers and sisters. Don't be intimidated. Don't try to put out your light because others may be offended by it. Don't try to hide your light or put it under a bushel. No, your light is not meant to be hidden. Your light is meant to be seen. The light that you carry, Yah has given you that light for others to be able to see that light, and for that light to give them light. You are the light of the world, Israel. Don't walk in pride or in arrogance or in haughtiness, but walk in humbleness and meekness. But you can also walk with your head high, with your shoulders squared, and you can stand upright and erect. Why? Because you know that the light that you carry is the light of Yah, and that light is meant to be seen. It is not meant for you to try to hide it. Whatever gifts and talents that the Most High is giving you to bring forth or to make his kingdom known in the earth realm, don't hide your gift. Don't hide your talent. Don't hide that light. Embrace it, my brothers and sisters. Embrace the oil. Embrace the light of Yah that is within you. and shine, because you're meant to shine. You're meant to be a light to the Gentiles. You're meant to be a light to all the nations. And that you might provoke them to righteous works, that they might inquire of the mighty one, that they might inquire of the mighty one of Israel, the Holy One of Israel, which is Yah Almighty. That they will want to come and walk in the light of Yah. Why? Because they see the light that is within you. Light is never meant to be hid. Whenever a person tries to hide or to disguise or to cover themselves, it is because there is an element of hoshak in darkness or wickedness or an evil eye that is within them. But a person that loves Yah's word, loves his truth, that has the revelation of Yeshua the Messiah, they will walk in the light and they will embrace that light and they will let that light shine. Look what he says in verse 16. He said, let your light so shine before men that they might see, that they might observe, that they might consider and perceive, comprehend, understand, that they might see the ayin, that their evil eye might be enlightened, that they might see your works, that they might see your work, the works that you are doing, the tough things that you are doing, the excellent things that you are doing for the kingdom of God, the excellent things that you are doing for your family, the excellent things that you are doing for your business, how you work, how you interact, how you live, your conversation, the things that you eat, how you dress, the activities and things that you like to do, that they might see those works and not glorify you because of your work. It is your works that they're seeing. It is your action that they are observing. But he goes on to say this, that they might see your good works and not glorify you because of your works, but glorify who? The Father which is in heaven, because of the works that you are doing. Why? Because the light that is in you is not hid. It is seen. Light can never be hidden, my brothers and sisters. Even in darkness, light is still there. That's why Yah created a greater light to rule the day and a lesser light to rule the night. Light shall always rule. No matter what the facet, no matter what the form, no matter what the concept is, the light of Yah, light will always rule. That is the rule in the order that Yah has set forth in the earth realm. So we have to understand that the light of Yah goes deeper than just the physicality of things that we see, the stars, the moon, or the luminaries in the heavens. That is just one simple aspect of it, my brothers and sisters. But Yah himself, he makes himself manifest by the aura, by the light. And that light is also reflected in the mental, or in the understanding, the perception, the comprehension of how a man sees or how he envisions the word of Yah. And when the light is in you, when Yah's light is in you, it cannot be hidden. So don't try to cover it up. Don't try to hide it. Embrace it. Shine forth as the stars, as the luminaries forever, as it speaks of in Daniel. It said the righteous shall shine forth as the luminaries, as the lights in the heaven, and they shall turn many unto righteousness. See, you can't turn somebody from unrighteousness to righteousness if the light of Yah is not in you. Why? Because there's no example for them to see. You have to be that example. You have to be the change that you want to see. If you want someone else to change as a byproduct of your faith or your belief in Yah, you have to be that faith and belief for them. They have to be able to see the evidence of that working in your life. Without proof or evidence of anything, it cannot be legit. In order for something to be legit, you must prove that thing. If I am indicted for a crime and I am innocent, I must prove myself innocent. I must prove that I am innocent. There must be proof there, my brothers and sisters. And the proof of Yah's word is his ability to bring his word to pass. The proof that you are an Israelite is not only by the lineage or the DNA that you carry, but it is how you live your life. To say that you are a believer, that you believe this word, that you have faith in Yeshua, that you are saved, it's not about only what you say with your mouth, but it's how you live your life. Be that city that sits upon the hill, whose light cannot be hid. Your light you cannot hide the light of Yah. It's too powerful. It's too overbearing. It's going to overcome the darkness. Look what he goes on to say. Let's look at this here. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 5. Look at what the Apostle Saul or Apostle Paul says. He said, therefore judge nothing before the time until the master or the sovereign comes, who both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness and will make manifest the counsel of the hearts. And then shall everyone have his praise of Yah. So the light, it brings forth, or it will reveal the hidden things of darkness. That's why I said light, you can never hide light. Light is meant to reveal. It is meant to bring forth those things that are hidden. It is meant to bring forth those things that are secretive, the secret, and even the mysteries of Yah must be revealed through the awe, through the light of Yah, through the understanding of Yah, through the wisdom of Yah. It cannot come no other way, my brothers and sisters. So the light of Yah will always reveal the hidden things of darkness, and it will make manifest. It will bring apparent, or it will make it appear. It will show forth, my brothers and sisters, the counsel of the hearts, and then shall every man have his praise of Yah. So the light of Yah is going to bring forth the counsel of a man's heart. When you're walking in the light of Yah, if there's people around you that are fake, phony, and false, but yet they profess, oh, I'm an Israelite. Yeah, look at me. I got my tassels on. I got my turban on. I do this. I do that. And they fake as hell. You know what the light in you is going to do? It's going to reveal that phoniness. It's going to reveal that fakeness. It's going to reveal the counsel of their own heart, the intent, the motive. That's why I always do with the motive, the intent, because that's where it starts. It's going to bring forth the intent of their heart. Why? Because light cannot be hidden. It reveals the things that are hidden. Light cannot be hidden. It reveals the things that are hidden. Let's continue on. I want to move in a haste. Look at this here. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 18 through verse 19. But the path of the just is a shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. See, your light, if you're a person that is justified by faith in Messiah, walking in the commandments, the law, statutes of Yah, that Messiah did not come to destroy, by the way, but he came to fulfill. That even Paul said that our faith in Messiah does not make the law void, but it establishes the law, and you are establishing the law of Yah in your life through faith in Messiah. He said that your path, the path that you walk, it's going to shine brighter and brighter, more and more, until that perfect day. Your light is going to increase more and 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 more. It's become brighter, 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 brighter. And the brighter it gets, my brothers and sisters, it cannot be hidden. Even the less of the light that you carry right now. Maybe you're just coming into the truth. You don't have much knowledge and understanding. But as you begin to walk in the paths of righteousness, as you begin to walk in this highway, the highway of righteousness, my brothers and sisters, your path is going to shine brighter, more and more, into the day of perfection, or to the day of completion, to the day of fulfillment. Hallelujah. Let's go to verse 19 of Proverbs chapter 4. It says, the way of the wicked is as darkness. The derek, the course of life, the mode of action of the wicked, their lifestyle is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. They have no idea what they stumble. But those who are justified, through faith in Messiah, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments through obedience because of their faith in Messiah, their light is going to shine more and more. But the direct, the action, the lifestyle of the wicked is darkness. They know not what they stumble at. They have no idea of what they're falling and tripping over. You keep tripping. You tripping, man. Y'all tripping because you're walking in darkness. Allow Yah to lighten your eyes, my brothers and sisters. Let's go to Philippians chapter 2. I want to read verse 13 through verse 15. Philippians chapter 2, verse 13 through verse 15, and this is the writings of the Apostle Paul, once again, our brother Saul. He says, "For it is Elohim which worketh in you both to will and to do his good pleasure." See, it is Yah that's working in you to do his will. You can't do Yah's will based off your own will. But Yah has to give you the will and the purpose and the motive and the intent to do his will and to do his good pleasure. Look what he says in verse 14. He said, "Do all things without murmuring and disputing." Everything that you do without murmuring and disputing, my brothers and sisters. Fussing, arguing, and fighting. Division, disunity. He says in verse 15, "That you might be blameless and harmless sons of Elohim without rebuke." You are unrebukable. Why? Because there's no wickedness, no sin, no evil in you. Why? Because Yah has put in you the will to do his will. You're unrebukable. Why? Because you rebuke yourself. You correct yourself. You examine yourself by the word of Yah. You're not self-righteous. All right? He says that you might be blameless and harmless sons of Yah without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom you are among this perverse and wicked nation. You are among them. You are in the world, but you're not of the world. But look what he goes on to say. He said, "In the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom you shine as what? Lights in the world." In this wicked and perverse generation that we're living in, we see such wickedness. Homosexuality, lesbianism. It's being promoted everywhere, my brothers and sisters. You can't turn on the TV. You can't look at the internet. It's everywhere. Not only that, even in the cartoons, the TV shows, it's everywhere, my brothers and sisters. The perverseness and the crookedness of this generation. Why? Because they refuse the light. They rebel against the light of Yah. You're in the midst of that. But while you're in the midst of this wicked and perverse generation, you have to remain blameless, without reproach, without rebuke. If there's someone that's walking in perverseness, or they're walking in a crooked way, in a crooked path before Yah, and you are among them, they should not be able to rebuke you, or to say, "Well, I saw you do this. You're doing the same thing that I'm doing. How can you say that you're this and you're that, and you're doing the same thing that I'm doing?" They should not be able to bring forth a reproach against you. Why? Because you should shine as lights in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. So shine forth, my brothers and sisters. Don't try to hide your light, because light cannot be hidden. Let's look in Revelations chapter 21. I want to read down through verse 27. Revelations chapter 21. I want to begin at verse 23 through verse 27, and it reads, "And the city had no need of the sun." And this is talking about New Jerusalem coming down from Yah out of heaven. It says, "And the city had no need of the sun, nor of the moon." It didn't have no need of the luminaries that Yah had established when he created the heavens and the earth. to shine in it, for the glory of Yah, or the esteem, the brilliancy, the excellency of Yah, did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof, my brothers and sisters. When you are that city that sits upon the hill, the light that is within you is the esteem, it is the excellency, it is the brightness of Yah, and the Lamb is what lightens you as a city. And that's why I say, my brothers and sisters, we must metaphorically be a replica of the New Jerusalem. Meaning that New Jerusalem should dwell in you. You should be that city. You should be that example of New Jerusalem, where the glory and the esteem of God abides in you, and the Lamb is what lightens your life and lightens your eyes. And the light that shines from you is the glory and the esteem of Yah. Look what he goes on to say in Revelation chapter 21, verse 24. It says, and the nation of them that are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their esteem or their honor into it. Verse 25, and the gates of the city shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there. There shall be no night there, my brothers and sisters. When you're that city that sits upon a hill, and you represent the New Jerusalem, or the New Jerusalem spiritually or metaphorically is living in you, which is the esteem, or quote unquote, the glory of the Most High Yah, and the Lamb dwelling in you, then there is no night in you. There is no period of darkness in you. You are only a representation of the day. Did not the scriptures say that we are children of the day and not of the night? Why? Because the New Jerusalem does not represent the night season. It does not represent darkness. It only represents the day or the light of Yah. Look what he goes on to say in verse 26. It says, and they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it, and there shall in no wise enter into anything that is defiled, neither whosoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. So when your name is written in the Lamb's book of life, my brothers and sisters, you will not be a worker of abominable things, or you will not defile yourself with the perverseness and the crookedness of this generation. My name is Pathwell Ben Yaakov. You have been viewing Israelite Relit Ministry. This is our Teachable Moment segment. Once again, if you are a first-time viewer, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Israel Relit. Also on Facebook, don't forget to send me a friend request and follow us on our social media platforms as well. Once again, if you're in the St. Louis area, reach out to me at my email address, which is relit.mo@gmail.com, RELIT period or dot MO@gmail.com. If you're interested in potentially joining us for our Bible study in the St. Louis area, if you're in the surrounding areas of St. Louis, like Illinois, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, Blytheville, Arkansas, Cape Girardeau, Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, that area, please reach out to me, all right? And so we can set something up and fellowship and meet together if it be the will of Yah. Until next time, I say shalom to you in the mighty name of Yahshua HaMashiach. Shalom.
Israelites Relit Ministry.